That's Empires That Dance and their great new single, Changeling. I'm with singer George Porter. Now, George, tell us, who exactly are Empires That Dance?
It's a good question, actually. Empires That Dance, we're a studio-based project. It's myself with Gordy Gowdy and Andy Innes. Gordy's done quite a bit of work with Simple Minds and he's co-written some of their big hits recently. So yeah, that's basically who Empires That Dance are.
Now, what inspired the band to cover this very early Simple Minds track?
I think it's just such a good song, and we just wanted to bring it into the 21st century. It's a song, you know, when you have a song, it just never leaves you. Changeling's one of those songs. From the moment I heard it, it was just released, I think, in 1979, and it's just never left us. It's always stayed in my psyche, and it was the same way with Andy, and it was the same with Gordy, so that's why we've chosen it.
How did you approach bringing it up to date from a late 70s track?
I think technology kind of helps you with that, bringing things up to date in any event. But we changed the arrangement of it, and we didn't want to tamper with it too much in terms of taking it away from being unrecognisable. So we were quite selective in what we wanted to do with it. We had a very specific idea. Andy gave us the germ of it when he sent us a file up, and Gordy and I just got to work with it. I'm just a singer. It's really down to Gordy and Andy Innes.
George, the band have produced a video to accompany the single. Tell us a bit about the video.
The video, the video's actually taken on a life of its own out with the single. It was meant to be a promotional. It is a promotional tool for it, but there was as much fun making the video as there was putting the song together. And we recorded it, a part of it in Edinburgh, but the majority of it we filmed it in one day in Glasgow, using all the best bits of Glasgow, because there's that many great things in Glasgow, as you know. So there's a few cameos from Simple Minds people in it as well, and you'll have to watch it to see it. So yeah, go and watch it when it comes out. It looks a lot of fun.
It's like people spotting in the video, but the video is very good, utilising the locations in Glasgow. It's a bit like Spot the Location as well.
Yeah, no, we filmed it on locations that were on the Glasgow Underground, and I think I was telling you earlier on that we wanted to use the Glasgow Underground, but we didn't ask for permission. And the two guys that we had to come across from Germany, which was Martin Possinger, and from Belgium we had John Proven, who are Simple Minds fans like us. They're simple-minded, as we would say, and they weren't aware that we didn't have permission, so we turned up at the station in Byers Road. We were outside, we had our coffee, they had their tripods, and I got a tap on the shoulder from this little woman who was the station manager, saying, you know, you can't film here. I says, well, we're not going to film. She says, yeah, because those two over there have told me already. So that was the whole upshot of that. So we didn't manage to get that done, but everything else was a real success, and I think there's a really good spirit on it, and there's a real good energy with all the people that were there. So great fun.
When you storyboarded the video, did you have a story to tell?
Well, our story was quite simply the three of us were living in Glasgow, and we were all coming from, you know, a sort of different direction to a destination which was going to be Gordy's kitchen, where we recorded the song, and we wanted it to be like we were playing as a band in a house party. So that's what happened. So Gordy lives in a big castle. He's coming down a magnificent staircase, a stone staircase, in the Hunterian Museum. And then we've got Andy, who's coming in the West End. He lives above a pub, a restaurant in Ashton Lane, and it looks like he lives in a loft apartment. And then you've got me coming off one of the Glasgow Corporation buses, coming from Maryhill, going to Castlemilk. So it was a bit ironic.
George, thank you very much.